Time to destroy survivors with devastating detonations, or shooting them with rockets like a normal person using Killdroid, by far Dive's most gimmicky killer. Let's go over his abilities. Eject. What, a different M1 for once? Okay then. Using Eject will start a decently slow windup that makes you slow down to roughly walking speed, and then you'll shoot a rocket that does 25 damage and has AoE large enough to hit survivors who most walls. It is important to know that your M1 has one major weakness that people will very easily take advantage of, because you basically can't hurt survivors that are looping giant pillars. Thankfully, your other abilities are there to help mitigate that. Ignorance. This passive makes it so all invisible walls for you are just gone, which is a good thing for the most part. However, you can be knocked off on ledges on the maps. Tundra Trench, T-Pump Paradise, and Temple if you're not super careful and take tons of damage. Flight. After a roughly 1 second windup, you start to fly, which will locate the nearest survivor and give you aimbot directed at that nearest survivor. After a while, or if you collide into anything, you will fall and briefly be ragdolled, which chance can be used to knock you off on said maps where you can fall into the void and take tons of damage. So just keep that in mind. Deploy. Arguably your best move and your most important one. Your only good counterplay to the crazy strategy known as running in a circle around a giant pillar. After about 4 seconds, you deploy a kill bot to your current location, and whenever a survivor gets near it, it will beep, and after 5 beeps it explodes, doing 25 damage that cannot be blocked. Again, this move is incredible because it kind of deals with your hard counter of giant pillar. Detonate. After a brief windup, your max stamina gets cut down to 70, and it will not regen, in addition to you not being able to use any moves. However, you get a heavy speed boost and start a 6-second timer. After that 6-second timer is up, Killdroid will stop in place and then explode, doing 25 damage to anyone nearby and flinging them away. If someone is like relatively nearby, but not in an explosion radius, they'll get slowed down drastically. Do know this costs 125 health for you to use, and blocks cannot block this move. Map viability. I think this is quite interesting because I'd say there's no map that's like truly unwinnable, you're screwed, but no map is super in favor of you either. And for mode viability, the same case is here. You work fine in every mode, but not super great for any particular one. So if you don't want to get screwed over by bad RNG, Killdroid might be your guy. Anyways, moving on to the overall ranking, Killdroid is so interesting to rank since you have a horrible weakness, but as a trade, you're not nearly as reliant as not getting screwed by RNG at say like Artful and Harken, which is a really good upside, and if you wanted to make the argument that Killdroid could be the strongest killer in the entire game because of that, I would understand it, even if I don't personally agree with it. Anyways, moving on to the community ranking. And the winner of that, with 58% of the votes, is B tier, with A tier in second place with 29%. Anyways, see you tomorrow for the inevitably someone hot take on Harken. Spoiler alert, I don't think Harken's that overpowered, I just think Harken is really good at noob/pub stomping, which is where most of her power comes from. See you then.